balance of power. One of the most intriguing is the emerging military partnership between Turkey and Eritrea. For Eritrea, this alliance offers a rare chance to modernize its military and break out of isolation. For Turkey, it's a strategic move to expand its influence along the Red Sea and across Africa. We'll explore what drives both nations, the specifics of their cooperation, and how this new axis is viewed by other regional and global players. Understanding this partnership is key to grasping the future of security and diplomacy in one of the world's most critical maritime corridors. Eritrea's location on the Red Sea, with over 1,100 kilometers of coastline, gives it immense strategic value. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a vital choke point for global trade, is within its reach, making Eritrea a coveted partner for any power-seeking influence in the region. Decades of isolation, sanctions, and a policy of self-reliance have left Eritrea wary of Western engagement, yet this same isolation makes it eager for pragmatic partners who don't demand political reforms. Turkey's approach, focused on mutual benefit rather than preconditions, offers Eritrea a path to military modernization and greater regional relevance. This partnership could transform Eritrea from a pariah into a consequential player in Horn of Africa politics. Turkey's interest in Eritrea is part of a broader strategy to expand its reach across Africa. Under President Erdogan, Turkey has built military bases, signed defense deals, and marketed its drones to African nations. The Red Sea and Horn of Africa are central to Ankara's ambitions, serving as gateways to the continent and arenas for rivalry with powers like the UAE and Egypt. Eritrea's coastline offers Turkey a potential staging point for naval and air operations, enhancing its influence over key maritime routes. Turkey frames its engagement as a partnership of equals, focusing on trade, investment, and security cooperation. This approach appeals to governments shunned by the West, including Eritrea. By working with Asmara, Turkey reinforces its image as a pragmatic, alternative power in a multipolar world. The Turkey-Eritrea relationship is a calculated step in Ankara's quest for global influence. The Turkey-Eritrea relationship evolved gradually, accelerating in recent years. Diplomatic ties began in the early 2000s but remained low-key due to Eritrea's isolation and Turkey's nascent Africa policy. The turning point came after 2016, as Turkey's interest in the Red Sea grew and Eritrea emerged from sanctions. High-level visits and cautious discussions laid the groundwork for deeper cooperation, especially in defense. Eritrea's interest in Turkish drones and military technology became a key driver. By 2025, the partnership was part of a broader regional strategy, with Turkey, Eritrea, and Sudan coordinating on critical issues. This shift marked the transformation from quiet diplomacy to a visible strategic alliance. The relationship now stands as a significant force in the Horn of Africa's evolving power dynamics. Military cooperation between Turkey and Eritrea is multifaceted, centering on modernization and training. Turkey will train Eritrean officers at its military academies, forging long-term institutional ties. Eritrea is keen to acquire Turkish drones like the Bayraktar TB2, having seen their impact in regional conflicts. The partnership also includes interest in armored vehicles, naval patrol boats, and small arms. Maritime security is a priority, with joint naval training and surveillance to secure the Red Sea. Intelligence sharing is another pillar, as both nations monitor regional threats and rival powers. This alliance goes beyond arms sales, aiming to reshape the regional security environment. Turkey's role as Eritrea's military partner is unique, filling a void left by Western reluctance. Unlike the US or EU, Turkey imposes no political conditions, making it an ideal ally for Eritrea's regime. Ankara's pragmatic, transactional approach aligns with Eritrea's desire for sovereignty and self-reliance. While Gulf states focus on ports and military bases, Turkey emphasizes training and co-production. This narrative of empowerment resonates with Asmara, allowing it to upgrade its military without compromising its independence. Turkey positions itself as a reliable security provider for states at odds with the West. The partnership boosts Eritrea's leverage in regional affairs and strengthens Turkey's geopolitical standing. The Turkey-Eritrea alliance is reshaping the Horn of Africa's geopolitical landscape. Their support for Sudan's armed forces, including Turkish drones, has influenced the ongoing civil war and challenged UAE-backed factions. The partnership complicates relations with Ethiopia, especially after Ethiopia's deal with Somaliland heightened regional tensions. Turkey's military ties with Eritrea send mixed signals to Addis Ababa, altering the balance of power. For global powers, this alliance is a new variable, eroding Western influence and raising concerns for China and Russia. The region's crowded chessboard now requires all players to recalibrate their strategies. The Turkey-Eritrea axis is a force that others can no longer ignore. Its impact will be felt in conflicts, diplomacy, and the broader contest for influence in the Red Sea corridor. The Turkey-Eritrea partnership faces serious criticisms and risks. Supplying advanced weaponry to Eritrea could fuel an arms race and destabilize the region. There are concerns about empowering an authoritarian regime with a poor human rights record. Turkish-supplied arms might be used for internal repression or regional aggression, implicating Ankara in future crises. The alliance is fragile, dependent on current leaders and shifting interests, vulnerable to sudden changes. Turkey's deep involvement could entangle it in local conflicts, making it a target for rival powers. The potential for miscalculation and escalation is high, with consequences that could extend far beyond the Horn of Africa. The Turkey-Eritrea alliance is a clear sign of shifting global power dynamics. For Eritrea, it's a lifeline out of isolation. For Turkey, a strategic foothold in Africa. This partnership highlights the growing role of middle powers in shaping regional security. The transfer of advanced military technology between developing nations is changing the rules of modern warfare. The future of this alliance will be tested by regional conflicts and the reactions of global powers. Whether it brings stability or